Hey everybody, welcome to Aniki, the podcast about anime with two brothers. I'm Ben.
And I wish I liked fighting games more than I do.
Are you a button masher?
No, I mean, they're okay. The thing is there's this new Kill la Kill game out, and it's actually, like, pretty good, but at the end of the day, it's a fighting game, and I'm just like, eh.
I don't know,
I
you like
played the
Air
demo.
Guys a lot.
Air Guys is cool, but that's back when I was young and foolish.
And needed the money. So what have you been up to since last we spoke?
Work.
Lots of work?
I've now read all of Ijiranai de
Nagatoro-san?
And it's pretty rad. It's pretty good. Pretty up my alley. You were not wrong.
Yeah. Listeners will not know, but after recording our last episode, I was like, hey, I think this would be your jam.
Yeah, no, it's pretty up there. Yeah, you're not wrong. And also, one of my pals also just turned me on to Tomo-chan wa onna no ko.
Which one's
And
that?
that's pretty good, too. Tomo-chan is a girl. It's a Yonkoma show.
Oh, dear. Is that out this season, or what?
No. It's just like a little, like... Oh, no, it's just like a web manga.
Let's see. What have I been doing? I watched a bunch of the first episodes of shows we recommended last week.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, and
Like-
some of them were actually okay.
Some of them. Although I have updates on a couple others.
Okay,
So let me run through them real quick.
sure. Go.
So I watched an episode of If It's For My Daughter, I'd Even Defeat a Demon Lord,
Yeah.
which you thought would be a super lolly show.
Mm-hmm.
It does have a lolly in it,
Okay.
but it is almost sickeningly wholesome. Like, to the point where I was like, I don't know if I want to watch this. Not because it's bad, but because it's just so syrupy.
Too cutesy.
It's too oh look, she's so sad and helpless. Let's everybody help her.
Fair enough.
Also, her dad died.
Oh.
But it's not terrible. I watched an episode of Dr. Stone,
All right.
which is a cross between the Primitive Tech YouTube channel and Pinky and the Brain.
Okay, yeah, and with bad animation. Well, with bad character designs. I don't know if the animation is actually any good.
The animation as a whole is pretty solid. The character designs, at least for the titular character, is horribad.
It's really bad, right? Like, it's just really bad.
It's like you're living in the Stone Age in the future, right? What kind of product do you have, and what kind of time do you have to develop said product to keep your hair that green and that straight?
Yeah, it's just bad. It's a bad character design. There's just lots of bad character designs in this show.
Well, the other character, I mean, he's okay. He's your stereotypical, like, big, muscly dude. But those are the only two characters in the show, at least after one ep. But
Oh, Tomo-chan is a girl. It's actually out in the States. Isn't that nice?
oh, good.
Didn't know that. I should buy it.
Then I watched an episode of Copcraft.
Yeah, how was that? It sounded like fun.
And then every episode of stuff I watched after that just made me think, I wish this was Copcraft. I want to watch more of that.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that Copcraft looks good. Yeah, I'll probably end up watching that. Well, if it's a 12 series, we can just watch it once that's all out, and then we can watch it for the show.
I'd be down for that. I actually just watched the third episode.
Okay, cool.
But after one, I said that, here's the pitch. The main character's partner, he gets gruesomely murdered in like the first 3 minutes by a guy who's trafficking fairies, and the fairies are ground up to make narcotics.
Not Wonder Bread?
No. And that's a different show. And the magical girl that we talked about is actually a military attaché who's come into Earth to track down the perp who kidnapped the fairy.
Oh,
it's pretty legit. It's like gritty cop show with a magical elf girl.
But with like magical realism type stuff. Well, that's cool.
There is some magic, but really she's just a badass.
Cool.
Watched an episode of Bim.
I hear he's on the way.
I made the mistake of watching it right after Copcraft because it tries to be in the same genre, and the whole time I'm like,
but it kind of just doesn't work.
I just wish this was Copcraft, and this is lame.
Happened to the best of them.
Someone took like Durarara and Toko, and then years later tried to mash them up together from memory.
Yeah,
it didn't work. Then I watched Machikado Mazoku, which is the demon girl next door. That one is a reverse Sailor Moon, where the burgeoning Yoma is the
Oh,
protagonist.
yes, I remember this one.
It is just
how was it?
A never-ending string of jokes.
Well, that's good. At least
delightful.
It kind of knows where it's at.
Oh, and
right?
She meets the magical girl, and apparently the magical girl saved the world like a couple years ago, but now she is so over that and does not care.
Oh, so it's kind of like Solar Red. Was that the name of that show?
Oh, Sun Red?
Sun Red. Oh, Sun Red's so good.
Kind of. The demon girl meets the magical girl. The show hints at this, and I'm pretty sure this is where it's going. The magical girl feels really sorry that the demon chick is just bad at her job, and so tries to train her so she can have a fight. I think that's where that's going, but it could be good. I mean, I liked one episode. And then the last show I watched was...
Maidens in Their Savage Season.
Maidens in Their Savage Season.
Yeah. That manga's good, man.
I watched one episode and I was like, I'm too pure to watch this show. It is nothing but filth.
I mean, kind of. Okay. So
it is an outrage.
Take the nuns from Princess Jellyfish and make them thirsty.
They are
that's what this is.
So thirsty.
They're thirsty.
So I kept telling my wife, she's like, what did you think of that show? And I was like, I don't think I can watch it, but I think you can. And she's like, what? Because she told me fully coolly, she didn't understand a lick of it. I'm like, it's about being a 13-year-old boy.
Yeah, no, basically.
This is kind of like that, but where Fooly Cooley sort of disguised all of its stuff behind not so subtle phallic imagery and such, and just angst.
Oh, this is just thirsty.
It's utter filth.
It's
utter
thirsty.
Filth.
It's good.
I guess if you were a 14-year-old girl at some point, then it totally makes sense.
It's a good show.
And finally,
well, I don't know about the show, but the manga's good.
I do have one update.
Okay, pup date.
Yes, pup date. So I did watch the second episode of the Mom video game show.
Mom video. Okay, and?
So the first episode, I was like, all right, I can be down for this. It seems like the whole show is a basically Mii wedding setter-upper thing for moms and their sons. Or kids in general. Surely.
It turned into MILFland.
Let me show you a legit screenshot from the second episode.
I'm excited. I'm very excited. Click this. Oh, no, I am. Oh, there's a content viewing. Yeah.
So we go down into a dungeon. And as we are going down into the dungeon, this is like late in the episode too. So far it's fine. It's like, okay, fine. They all met a new girl and she's redheaded. Yeah. She's Asuka. As they're going down, Mom slips. And of course, the new girl and he both try to grab her. And where do you think they grab? Lol.
Yeah, buddy.
So they go down into this cave and there are slimes.
Oh, I see. Oh, boy.
And they fight the slimes. Everything's fine. They win. Do. And then a big slime falls down. Okay, they'll defeat this one too. And then the big slime spits out stuff, which conveniently eats through Mom's clothes, but nothing else. And conveniently, he lands on her, and she says, and I quote, "Ma-kun, your mommy is soaking wet."
Yes,
and
MILF
at that
Town.
point, I did not finish the episode. I noped the hell out of there.
I love it. MILF Town.
Like, nope.
Hold on, did she run out of mana? This is very important.
She didn't have mana. She's not the magical caster.
Oh, I see.
The Asuka girl is the magical caster.
She can get mana she can get mana after this, I'm sure. I'm sure it will be thoroughly restored.
Ugh.
I told you, man. Told you it was probably going to go that way.
Yeah, I didn't want to believe it, but here we are. So
here we are.
Yep. Those are all the updates I have for you. So with that, you want to talk about a show that should and should not exist at the same time?
Yeah, let's.
Zombie Land Saga.
A show I am shocked is an original.
It is the original.
It's based off of nothing.
There's actually a manga now that's based off of it.
Yeah, there's a manga based off of the show, but it's an original IP.
So if you haven't watched this show yet, and you probably should,
Yeah.
Let me give you the quick synopsis. The synopsis is...
Somebody sat down to run a Promethean campaign, but was like, you know what? This is too dark. I'm going to make it about Japanese pop idols instead. And that's the show.
That is the show. There are a bunch of idols. Well, actually, they're just a bunch of random girls. Some are idols. They all are dead.
2.5. Well, maybe 4.
They're all dead. Then,
yeah, very dead.
They are zombies. And they are gathered together for the express purpose of saving the province of Saga, the prefecture of Saga.
Yeah, the saga in this was not what I was expecting the saga to be.
No one was.
But, somehow it all works.
And how do you think they are going to save the prefecture of Saga?
By being prefectual idols, obviously. What else would they do?
That is the show.
It does have the best op of any show ever. Yeah, it's real good.
It's pretty good.
It definitely fell into the I never skipped the op category.
Ooh, that's high praise.
It is high praise. Also, it has wonderful episode titles that are all little jokey jokes.
I like episode 9's title.
Number 9's title is absolutely the best.
Mm-hmm.
Though I also like the name of episode 10.
Which one was that?
No Zombie, No Idol Saga.
It's good. I like it. So what did you think of Zombie Land Saga?
Well, I'm confused.
Are you?
They wanted to do a couple different genres, and they were just like, heck, let's do them all. And they did. Like, let's have it be a mystery show. All right, how about a horror show? Sure. An idol show? Yeah, why not? Comedy show? Sure. How about a bit of a dramedy in there, too? Yeah, of course. Okay.
Yeah. Did it work,
I couldn't tell you I don't think it's good, but it's fun. And I can't say that it works, but I can't say that it completely falls apart either. It's a solid show. It's probably worth a watch if you're willing to go into it. Because nothing quite breaks the drama like one of these girls being like, yes, but now I'm a zombie. And you're like, well, now come on. This is kind of stupid.
Or when the drama is very heightened and somebody slaps somebody and their head keeps spinning.
Yeah, right? Where it's just like, okay, this is just strange. Because, like, in some parts it's very self-aware, but in other parts it's really going for, like, some good high drama. And it's not like the drama doesn't succeed. It's good. But then it's relieved with a very juvenile joke. And it's just bizarre.
I feel that this falls into the same... I don't even know if you call it a category. But the same family of shows like Midori no Hibi. Somebody sat down one day and said, look,
no, you're not wrong.
I've got an idea.
Yeah.
Now, there's probably a lot of alcohol involved at this planning session.
It's gotta be, right?
On the one hand, you've got, guys,
On the one hand, you have...
What if his girlfriend was his hand, right?
Okay.
And over here, we've got, guys, we should do an idol show, but they're all dead.
Zombies, but they're all dead. And, like, they get some good drama out of the fact it's like, they're all dead. It's like, there's some interesting things they do with that. But then there's some very pedestrian things they do with that.
Yeah, of course.
But it's just an odd show. It's an odd little show.
It's
not bad.
I originally dropped it after 4 episodes. And I don't think it's because it was bad. I just thought that it was mediocre at the time and had other things to watch and life got busy. But since we sat down to watch this, I would give it actually a 7, I think.
I mean, yeah, it milks some pretty good drama out of its setups.
You know, after the first 3 episodes, you're like, okay, I kind of get what this show is about, even if I don't understand what in the world's going on. But by the end, you're like, I don't know how they pulled anything out of this. But they did.
I don't know, but they do, though, don't they? Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, it's not just like an utter fluff show. And there's like some good drama and good feelings in it. Like, I got the tingles with most of the closing songs. So, I mean, it's effective. It's just weird.
It is extremely weird. So, I guess we should go into spoiler land.
Yeah. I think we should first talk about all the girls. Because we got to talk about the girls.
There are many girls. Well, actually, I guess there's
6. 6 girls.
Oh, wait. Do they start counting at 0 or not?
I think we should start counting at 1, because on Wikipedia it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 0.
And then 0.
So I guess it's 7.
So at least they're counting arrays correctly. Programming joke. Yeah. So let's start with old Sakura there, who has probably the best introduction of anybody I've seen in quite a while.
Yeah, the first scene of this show is very well done. It went around the internet. Surely you've seen it already.
Oh, yes. It does take some balls to say, here's my main character, and within 60 seconds, and now I've hit her with a truck.
And now I have murdered her. But then it goes into some pretty good metal, and it's pretty solid.
I was not expecting metal to pop out of my idol show.
Yeah,
but it worked.
Well, I mean, at that point, you barely even know it's an idol show. You're just like, what is this show doing?
Screamcore.
Yeah, it kind of was. But she's an average high school girl who really just wants to be an idol real bad. Later on, we find out more dark things about her past, but mostly she wants to be an idol real bad. And she is definitely not legendary.
Not many of them are.
No, all of them are legendary except Sakura. Especially Tai. Tai is the most legendary.
Oh, we'll get to her last because best for last.
She is best idol.
So Sakura's like the core of the group, and she keeps the group. In fact, she's the first person to quote unquote wake up and leads the team in a screamcore death metal raging fest and gets her first 2 fans. Good for her.
Yeah, she does.
And she's like the emotional center of the group until like she actually regains all her memories.
And is literally the center of the group. So,
but then she regains her memories, and you know, the show, I don't know how self-aware it was at this point.
I don't know.
Because we're treated to her dark past as to why she now, having regained her memories, wants to quit the group. And as we go through them, they're all like mildly inconvenient.
Yeah. I mean, they are though, right?
And at first I was like, okay, I can feel her. I get it. But by like the 4th one where it was basically nothing. I don't even remember what it was, but it was like,
I practiced real hard for my exams, did really well on the mock exam, but the day of the real exam, there were so many old ladies in trouble I had to help. Yeah. So I got to the exam late and was frazzled.
And didn't do as well as I could have. So you gotta know, you're lampshading, right?
I also like how they resolve this problem by the other girls being like, look, we all have terrible luck because we all died in stupid ways. Yeah. So that's pretty unlucky for all of us.
Yeah,
and then Sakura's like, you know what? You're right. We all died due to stupid bad luck.
I don't know. As a character overall, she's pretty stereotypical.
I mean, she's your stereotypical protag, right? Like very much so.
I think the show was mostly lampooning. Oh crap!
Idolmaster?
No, not Idolmaster. The show where the girl's singing and then she gets cancer. Spoilers.
Well, I don't know the show, but sure.
It's very popular back in the day.
I'm sure.
Anyway.
Not Macross?
No, not Macross because she didn't turn evil.
Okay. Oh, sure.
Let's see. So she's Zombie 1. Let's do Zombie 2.
Saki, the legendary biker chief.
Now my question,
or biker leader,
right out of the gate is this dude, I guess he could have any dead girl he wants to be in his idol
this dude,
group.
You mean their producer.
Yes, who we'll get to later.
Kotaru Tatsumi, now, who's amazing.
Granted, he's insane, but why? Why a biker chick to be in your idol group? Is it just the character part?
1, she died in Saga. That's a big help.
That is true.
2, she does love local business. She loves and supports local business.
So, before we go too much into Saki and her love of Saga, maybe we should describe Saga a little bit. I had to look up Saga, actually.
It's ittle-bittle and far away from everything that matters in Japan.
Well, after reading it and ruminating on it for a little bit, I realized Saga seems to be, and I haven't been there, but it seems to be Japan's Indiana.
Yeah, probably.
Because you read about it, and it's like, what are they known for? Well, they have farming.
Oh, well, good for them.
They have mud flats that people wrestle in.
Oh, good.
And they have 3 major cities.
Oh, 3?
The biggest one.
all 3.
Hang on. The biggest one is called Saga City. Or, Indianapolis.
Yeah. Okay, got it. Gotcha.
That's their biggest city.
I'm following along.
The next biggest city is about the size of Bloomington. And then the next city is described as a strong fishing town.
Oh, well then.
Yeah, so there's not a whole lot in Saga.
There's not a whole lot in Saga. I do like how all the bumps like hawk local wares, and it makes me happy.
I didn't look this up, but I have to think that when they went to the Chick-fil-A, that was the actual president.
It's gotta be,
of the
right?
Chick-fil-A. Because he was so bad at voice acting.
Oh, no, he's not good.
But anyway, back to Saki.
I liked her a lot. She's the other like real emotional core of the group, really, because she's the one that's like willing to smack people around. Yugiri beside, but
you know what? I saw her and I just watched a video about basically those shows back in the 80s in Japan that were all about delinquent girls.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, she's a delinquent girl,
was
right?
It sukeban?
I mean, she died in 1997. Saki did.
Yep. Drag racing. Actually playing chicken on a motorcycle with another rival gang leader. And she flew off a cliff and exploded.
Yeah.
Which is pretty badass.
Pretty good way to go.
After episode 2, I was just like, I like this show, but could we have more shows with characters like that?
Yeah, I like Saki.
I don't actually know of many.
I mean, you could just rewatch Kill la Kill.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Well, shall we go on to Zombie 3, the legendary... Well, this wasn't be Showa. What's after Showa? Shoot. What era were they in until just a couple weeks ago?
Heisei.
It was legendary Heisei idol, Mizuno Ai. Lead performer of Iron Frill, which is a wonderful name for an idol group.
The costumes we saw for Iron Frill, though, didn't really match their name very well.
They don't.
Which is a little disappointing.
Again, another badass death for Zombie 3.
That one's pretty awesome.
Pretty rad,
Pretty
right?
unbelievable, but pretty awesome.
Yeah, but pretty amazing.
She dies by being the center of Iron Frill, and at the climax of their performance, she goes out on the stage.
They're Laibu, because I love the way that they call all of their performances, they call them Laibus, and it makes me very happy.
It's delightful. Anyway, she goes out on stage, and she does the finger pointing to the sky thing. By the way, they're performing in a raging thunderstorm.
Yep.
And she gets, lit up.
Destroyed by lightning.
In front of thousands of fans.
It's real good. She died the same year as Sakura, which is 2008. And the show takes place in the year it came out, which was 2018.
She's, as a zombie, pretty melancholy at first.
About the same.
But then she breaks out of that and decides, you know what? I will be an idol. Screw being dead.
Yeah. And she joins forces and becomes very close with the other idol of the group, which is legendary Showa idol Junko Kano. Or Kano Junko, I suppose.
She died in a plane crash.
Yeah, now this is our Minmei. Right. Well, because she's an idol singer from the early 80s, so this is a very good.
Yes, but she hates meeting fans.
Oh, yeah.
And Minmei likes meeting everybody.
Yeah, I mean, and getting slapped. Oh, Rick.
Plus, Junko didn't save the world. She is on track to saving Saga.
But she may save Saga. By the end of this,
the world.
She may save Saga. There's not much to say about Junko. She's pretty quiet.
She does have like a tiny story arc in one of the episodes, but
it's kind of split between her and I, though. So
yeah, because they're both like, we don't want to be idols. I don't like being a zombie.
We don't want to be idols.
And then they get over it. Because really, get over it. You're a zombie now.
Yeah, come on. You're dead already. Get over it. Figure it out.
That's what I say.
So we can go to legendary courtesan Yugiri.
So that's Zombie 5. And I really wanted her backstory.
I wanted her to have... Yeah, I wanted an arc for her.
But she was the mom. She was the mom character.
She is a courtesan, so she is from like the 1800s Japan.
Yeah, sometime between
early
the
1800s
Bakumatsu
Japan.
and Meiji Restoration. In there somewhere. But we don't know anything about her. Other than the old dude that the producer meets in a bar, like, knows about her in some fashion.
Yeah.
I really liked her and wanted to know more about her. I like the fact that she actually solves all of her problems by slapping people.
She does, and I do like how even the Wikipedia page says that one of her things that she likes to do is she likes to criticize other people for giving up if they start to give up, and will slap them out of giving up, even if they say they're not giving up on someone.
My favorite scene with her, though, was when Sakura was having a mental crisis.
And she goes up in all of her
like
regalia,
everybody else has gone up
Sakura's
to
just
talk
gone.
to her. Yeah, we finally see her in like her actual outfit, and she looks boss. And she gets up there and she's like, legendary courtesan here, and oh, you're gone. Let's see. So we don't know how she died. I assume she was decapitated, given her scars.
Decapitated, poisoned. Oh yeah, no, given her scars, yeah, probably that. Then let's move on to legendary child actress Hoshikawa Riri.
She's complicated.
She's complicated.
There's a lot of issues there.
There are. I do like how she wears her heart on her sleeve.
Chest.
I see what I did there. Oh, yeah. I suppose you're right.
Right on her chest.
She has some daddy issues.
I enjoyed immensely. I don't know if the show was trying to do this, but I still enjoyed it. That her dad is enormous. And every scene he was animated in, they drew him completely different.
Yeah.
And terribly.
Couldn't tell if that was quality or...
It was just cartoonishly, pun intended, bad.
Yeah.
Like he's muscle, and then his head is like itty bitty tiny and like off center.
Yep.
Also, his face is terrible. But he does love his little boy, girl, whatever she is.
Yeah.
So the way she
Lily
dies is probably the stupidest way.
It's really, it's very dumb, and it's very good.
She died having a heart attack when she looked in the mirror one day and noticed she was growing facial hair. Because she's really a boy. And she died. The end.
And she died.
She's the happiest person being a zombie.
Yep, because now she'll never grow up.
I'll never grow a beard now.
All right, let's go to the best girl, the legendary Yamada Tai.
What is she known for?
Being a zombie.
She's very good at eating things and clucking like a chicken.
She's the only one to never wake up and remember her original memories. So she's just a zombie the whole time.
She is a delight, and she owns every scene she's in.
Yeah, she's always omping on something.
And you're never really sure, is she like half awake? Because she seems to like do choreography and stuff, and she seems aware, especially in the last couple episodes.
I think it's one of those things where she never wakes up, but she's a zombie for long enough that her zombie brain learns, you know? Oh, it's one of those types of deals.
I see. I guess that did happen in Shaun of the Dead.
Bunny Girl Sensei. Okay. Oh, Shaun of the Dead. Yeah, same sort of deal.
Bunny Girl Sensei?
Bunny Girl Sensei? Remember the little sister? She gains memories. So yeah, I guess it's more similar to Sakura, but whatever. Same diff.
I kind of wanted to find out Tai's deal, but at the same time, I'm very happy not knowing. But kind of
you don't, though, right? Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like the mystery makes you want to know more, but also if you learn the mystery, it'll be boring.
Well, it's not just that. It was, especially watching the last episode, because I figured if they're going to do it, they're going to do it here. I kept expecting for her to wake up and I'd be like, I wonder what her voice sounds like. But then the last episode, I'm like, actually, I don't want to know what her voice sounds like. I think it would ruin it.
I think it would be fun if, like, you learned that she was a zombie actress and then died. And even in the flashbacks, all you ever hear are her grunts and grumbles. That would be pretty solid.
Totally for that. I like that
right?
read.
Where it's like, maybe she's woken up, but it's still just zombie.
She's still in character.
Yeah.
Method acting. Speaking of method acting.
Well, I guess there's three other characters that matter.
First, we have the producer.
Ah, man. Now, this guy has so much fun. What else has this guy voiced?
Like, everything. Just so many things. Oh, yes.
He's like an idol, man. He does lots of songs. Hot dip.
He does so much stuff. Like, he is prolific.
Oh, he was Light. Holy nut.
Yeah. Oh, he's Okabe from Steins Gate.
Oh, good for Okabe.
He's in Legends of Galactic Heroes. He's in Durarara. He's in Yuri on Ice.
He's in Overlord, but just as a random.
Yeah.
Just by
no, he's Pandora's
rando. Is that a rando?
It is not a rando, and you should watch that.
Okay, it sounds like a rando, and I should watch that because there's a new Picross crossover. I don't know.
I still don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't know either, but yet here we are.
But yeah, I don't know how they got this guy to be in this show, but I guess they just gave him the script and were like, you don't have to follow this and just do whatever you want.
Oh, he's one of the main characters in Chihara Furu.
Oh, yeah, he is. I forgot about that. But yeah, he had a blast and it shows. But the character himself is insane. And we never get his motivations, really.
Kinda like
a little bit.
He went to high school with Sakura and saw that she really wanted to be an actress. When she died, he felt sad maybe, and then maybe made a deal with God, a bartender, and fixed it. I guess I don't know.
Whatever. He's a necromancer now, and
I suppose so.
What I love is his reasoning for why did you bring them back as zombies? Why?
Yeah.
And the reason he gives is, well, have you ever seen zombie movies? Yes. Well, there you go.
Well, there you go. Zombies just wake up as zombies.
That's how
You never know why, how or why. It's just how it works.
It's like, come on.
You're just a zombie now. Read your brains.
There is a trope that you think it's going to go with. Like, it is sort of revealed through a flashback that he knows Sakura from before, but there's never a romantic thread with that. And we never get exactly why he does that, and he never tells her anything other than
Wikipedia claims that even
That's it.
Kotaro's design was based on this voice actor. This voice actor like helped design his look.
Well,
so
he's a crazy man.
He is a crazy
But
man.
somehow, miraculously, he can see in the dark with his sunglasses, which is,
I mean, some people need their sunglasses at night so they can see.
Exactly. But the other thing, which is way more impressive, is he always has a suit coat hanging on his shoulders, and it always stays there.
Yeah, sure does.
How? How does it do that?
Magic. The same magic that brought his dog, Romero, which is a fabulous name for a zombie dog. I love all the gags where it is like a mascot-style toy poodle in some shots, and then it's like his true form of being a gross, horrible zombie dog in others.
Well, then they do that with the girls, too. Like,
yeah, a little bit.
We always see them and they're like,
they're
so moe, but every once in a while,
they're just like, oh, they're actually terrifying.
Yeah.
Especially the bathhouse episode.
Oh, that was a delightful sequence of events.
Very good. Very, very good.
And then our last character who matters is
sort of
on Wikipedia
Male
named
Cop 1.
Yes, Male Cop 1A.
He's very good though.
He's very good at falling down and shooting zombies.
I think he's the only policeman in all of Saga.
You're probably correct. Yeah, he keeps getting frightened by zombies. You'd think he'd recognize Sakura by now, even in zombie
form. You would
form.
think,
like,
but he doesn't.
Not you again.
Kind of
he's like another one.
Yeah, he's just kind of an idiot though.
He is. How many times does he see zombies? Like 5?
A lot.
At least 5.
I will say one of the things that makes me very happy about this show is that all of the idol songs they sing are all deeply ironic with their lyrics.
They're always about like, don't give up till the day you die.
Yeah.
Or even though we're dead, we're coming back to life or something.
Yeah, no, they're all like such zombie songs. So if you're sort of in on the gag, it works very well. Well, especially like Saki's song, which is very much just, this is how I died.
There's not much subtlety in her song.
There is not.
Which makes it all the more fascinating that her childhood friend shows up to that concert and hears this song and is still like, I don't know. She seems all right, but I don't know. You want to go through the story real quick?
I mean, the story is pretty rudimentary. There's not much really to go through. I mean, they start small and get bigger and bigger and bigger with the ups and downs. It's kind of it follows your standard idol plot thread.
Well, I don't watch too many idol shows.
Well, an idol show is still basically like a sports anime when it comes right down to it, right?
We forgot a character.
What character could we possibly have forgotten?
Truck-kun.
Truck-kun. The guy who drives the truck and hits Sakura twice.
No, the truck.
The truck.
Yeah, the truck. He makes at least 3 appearances in this show. And each time he moves the plot along, he kills Sakura, and then he tries to kill Junko, and then he tries to kill Sakura again.
I suppose.
These are pivotal moments.
Pivotal.
Good old Truck-kun.
Pivotal moments.
Anyway.
I just want to say the name of episode 9 because it brings me joy.
Please do.
Though my life may have ended once by some twist of fate, I have risen, and if song and dance are to be my fate, then carrying the memories of my comrades in my heart, I shall sally forth, and that will be my saga.
Even when they read that title out in the show, they're like, man, that was long.
Yep. It's good.
I like it.
But no, this show, it's a solid show.
It is a good show.
It hits all the sort of beats you want. It's little. I do wish its CGI animation for its little songs was a little bit better. But
that I think, because that was the episode I originally quit on. I think I was like, I can't deal with that. That's when they're in the park and we first see that animation.
It gets better, but it's still just not great. I wish they just, I don't know.
It doesn't fit. But what really irked me about that was when they go to the Saga Invitational thing, the concert where it's not really a contest, but there are a bunch of groups there.
Yeah, it's basically a Battle of the Bands type setup, yeah.
The other groups, which did have dance numbers, were animated normally.
Yeah.
But then they go to Franchushu.
The CGI for them.
It's like, oh, you guys are using Miku Miku dance and it shows.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish those animated sequences were a little bit better. Because the songs are catchy, and the first one's not very good, but the later ones get a little bit better, but they're still a little lacking. They're very stiff.
Well, and the frame rate of the CGI animation doesn't really match the frame rate of everything else.
Oh, yeah, so they feel really clunky.
I mean, animates on the 3s, maybe the 2s. Yeah. And then the CGI is like, we're 30 frames a second.
Yeah, it makes it feel really strange.
I think that was like the low point, was just that CGI.
Yeah. I mean, again, like some of the CGI dances are better. Like the ones at the concert are better, but the first one is really like, woof.
Well, in that case, I could make the argument that it actually helped the scene, because the whole scene is they're doing this dance and it feels really awkward for everyone.
It's true.
And I felt really awkward watching it.
Yeah, but it's hard to tell how intentional that is, right?
Especially with this show.
And especially when they use a technique which is somewhat controversial, right?
Yeah, not so much anymore, but I can see how it would be.
Yeah, what else is there to say? Zombie rap battle, A+.
A+. Especially when they're fighting over Tay's head.
Plus. Yes.
Hey everybody, Future Ben here. So before recording this episode, we did check to see if there was another season of Zombie Land Saga scheduled. And when we recorded, there wasn't. But 7 hours later, there was. So get excited for another season of Zombie Land Saga. I have a link to the announcement in the show notes. Well, what are we going to watch next time?
I mean, we could start cranking through Overlord. Watch season 1 of Overlord.
I would not be opposed to watching season 1 of Overlord again.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, we'll do
season 1 of Overlord, because it's the only way I'm ever going to watch Overlord.
All right, we can do that.
Because I really need to play this new cross game. So I guess I need to watch Overlord.
Okay. All right, we'll see you guys next time.